Hey there, I'm Frenzy the Killbot, and I'm here to play another game. This is a game that I played a lot when I was younger, both single player and multiplayer. It's a game that was released the same year as Perfect Dark, and realistically is much more suited to being called the spiritual successor to GoldenEye. This is The World Is Not Enough, based off the James Bond film of the same name, of course. The first thing we need to do is to grab our save game file, because it has all of our options, and then we're going to get right into the story, with the first level, which is called Courier. I'm 00 agent, of course. So, the first thing you're going to notice from this screen is that we get a briefing for the level. They're pretty wordy, and I'll post them in the thread, but until then I'm just going to describe the missions. For this mission we have a client, I guess is the best word, who paid a lot of money for a document which he thought would give him some information, and instead ended up being an extremely classified document. As such, we are going to go to the bank and try and get his money back and figure out who sold him the report. The one thing I will show is the surveillance, which shows you important people in the level. Lachey's is the guy we're meeting at the bank. We have his bodyguards, who we are allowed to kill if we have to. We have the bank security guards, who we are not allowed to kill. A variety of bank employees and customers, who we cannot harm at all. As well as the local police, who hopefully we don't have to deal with, but we can't kill even if we do. With that out of the way, let's get this thing started.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Ah, Mr. Bond. We have a safety deposit box waiting for you.
Oh, pretty nice bank we have here. There aren't too many options on where to go. Let's try this one first.
I'm afraid no one gets to see Mr. Lachey's without an appointment, sir.
I guess that's the wrong way. Let's try this one over here. There we go.
Yes, Mr. Bond. Your safety deposit box is ready for you in the privacy booth.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Sorry to disturb you.
Well, and here's where we want to go, and let's get some privacy. Opening this box is going to introduce a mechanic to the game, gadgets and equipment. And the one thing this game does differently than Perfect Dark and GoldenEye is it gives you a separate listing for your gadgets and equipment that you can cycle through independently of your weapons. It's kind of nice. It means you don't have to press start and go to the menu or look through a weapon wheel or something.
Do you have an appointment, sir? Do you...
Excuse me, sir. Please remove your firearm.
I retrieved the money. No doubt Sir Robert will be pleased to see it again.
I didn't come just for the money. The report you sold King was stolen from an MI6 agent who was killed for it. I want to know who killed him.
I'm just a middleman. Take the money.
Your last chance. Give me a name.
You still threaten me, even without your weapon?
Oh, that meeting didn't go very well. The one thing you may notice is that this game just sort of throws objectives at you. In any case, this weapon we're holding is the Wolfram P2K, and we're going to be starting almost every, if not every level with it. A lot of guns even have a secondary function, and this one's is to put on a silencer. The other thing we're going to have in every level is our watch, which has several different functions. The first being the stunner, which will temporarily stun enemies. It can also shoot tranquilizer darts, in some levels anyway. It has a cutting laser, which is similar to the stunner except it does damage, and they both run off the same battery. And there's also a grappling hook, which will be the most useful throughout the game, but this level we want the darts. Something you might notice is that I have really low ammo. That's one thing from playing in the hardest difficulty mode, but this game actually lets you carry less ammunition than both GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. We're going to switch to a new weapon, the Mustang 44, which is a scoped revolver. And it will kill pretty much everyone in one hit. This room here is the armory, and we can actually open up these cabinets to grab some more ammo, which is pretty useful. Now I remember seeing a safe cracker with our equipment, and that'll give us a swipe card. Another new gun, the Meyer TMP, is a submachine gun. This appears to be some sort of security office with surveillance. They gave me way too many darts for this level. And we're gonna wreck their VHS player. That gets rid of all the video evidence of us being here. Now the one last thing we need to do is actually get the money we came here for. The darts do wear off after a while. That's a guard I have already stunned. And our last gadget, the keypad decryptor, will get us into the vault. Nice big briefcase full of money. Our last new objective for the level, escape bank with money. And that's pretty much how this level's gonna end. We just gotta get out of here. Gentlemen. And that's the end of the level. At the end of every level you can take a look at some statistics. The first thing you're going to notice is that didn't take very long. So instead of stopping it here, I'm actually going to move on to the next level, which is called King's Ransom. So this level is actually somewhat of a surprise, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. In the surveillance though, we have M, who is the boss. Sir Robert King, it's his money we actually retrieved last time. Moneypenny, Bond's perpetual lust interest, I guess. Robinson is the chief of staff, and he does security stuff. And Dr. Warmflash. God, I hate that name. She's a doctor. And of course, MI6 security, and they're just the normal security guards we'll see around.
James Bond, Sir Robert King.
Ah, the man who retrieved my money. Excellent job. Can't thank you enough.
Sir Robert is an old friend. I helped him years ago when his daughter Electra was kidnapped by the terrorist Renard. Still, all that's in the past. Sir Robert thought that the report he paid for would identify the terrorists who've attacked his new oil pipeline in Kazakhstan. Then he discovered it was actually about the nuclear arsenals in the former Soviet republics, so he turned it over to me.
Something's not right about all this. King, the money!
Bond, we're under attack. Find Sir Robert.
Well, shit. First thing I want to show off, the river here. I've seen the MI6 building in real life, and it actually is right on the Thames. Although whether that's because, that becomes important later, let's just say.
The automatic security door system is damaged. Can you reach the manual override, sir?
Didn't realize that was my job.
Here, you better take this.
And I don't know what Moneypenny was doing with that. I guess I just showed off. You can actually shoot things like fire extinguishers and they do explode. So I mentioned the MI6 building being on the Thames. This game actually has really good attention to detail compared with the movie. I definitely recommend watching the movie if you're interested and haven't seen it, because a lot of the scenes and locations and stuff from the movie are really well done in the game. They have a lot of guys here, and this is a security office we're coming up on.
Quickly, Bond. We need someone with your clearance to activate the manual override. Use these keypads to initiate the lockdown.
I'm not entirely sure why the Chief of Staff and Head of Security doesn't have good enough clearance, but it's kind of an eco booster to know that you're that necessary. So what kind of shitty security we must have here? Apparently one of these bad guys just sort of walked in and took M hostage. This is another new gun, the Raptor Magnum. And it's, well, it's a Magnum. Kills another guys and most guys in one hit. And it has a nice little laser sight.
I hope you know what you're doing, 007. Thank you, Bond. It would be a good idea if you would take me to the security center now.
So we're going to switch to a new gun, the Duchess M45, which is a pretty good submachine gun. Do you want to come with us, Moneypenny, or... No. Okay. So now we have to go back to the security room we were just in to keep M safe. I feel like that probably should have been part of, you know, the first thing we should have done, is get her safe. But it's not too hard.
You'll be safe here.
Please go and find Sir Robert now. He was heading for the vault on the ground floor.
Ground floor, which means we need to head down. The stairs are in the only part of this level we actually haven't looked into yet. Over this way. Time for another new weapon, the Forensi Special 12, which is basically your Spas 12. It's got a secondary function of auto, which is pretty good for clearing a room. Scripted death animations are always fun. After that shooting gallery action, we got a whole lot of ammo for our gun here. And we're on the ground floor.
Report of a fire in the lobby. The sprinklers need to be activated manually, sir.
Another menial task that we need to accomplish.
The automatic security door system is damaged. Can you reach the manual override, sir?
And the same one from upstairs. But that way is blocked by fire. I'm gonna cut through this office here. And we find the security center from downstairs. That one's easy, no cutscene this time. The sprinklers are sort of off in a corner, and you really need to know where they are, otherwise you'll just be stuck exploring. That really didn't go well. So we're still trying to find the vault here. There is actually a map on the wall if you need to check it, but I know which way we're going. Gasoline-powered computers. But we do find our first body armor. Pretty self-explanatory mechanic, but it's always good to find.
James.
Stay here, you'll be safe. I have to find King.
Well, Bond and the Doctor seem pretty familiar with each other. I wonder what's up with that. Oh.
It wouldn't really.
Ethical.
Practical. Smart.
Well, let's just skirt the issue, shall we?
James Bond, everybody. Bad puns and all.
Don't shoot!
So here we have the vault, which I guess is automatically shut down.
Sir, these people need urgent medical attention. Can you get the doctor?
I was literally just there. We gotta see about King first, then we'll get the Doctor.
Yes! Take this pin! It was the detonator!
Sir Robert.
007, this is Q. Get to the Q labs at once. The suspect is escaping. She has a boat waiting outside.
Alright, Q, you're on the list. There's only so many things we can do and only one of us. So, back to the... Holy shit! Back to the good doctor, I was going to say.
James,
You're needed. Follow me.
we're under attack.
Not to worry, you're in safe hands.
Something I haven't actually pointed out until right now, but this game is one of the big differences from GoldenEye is that it actually has voice actors. It's one of those things you don't really notice because all games now have them, but if you went back and played GoldenEye, there'd be no voices. The AI sort of has a problem following you. You gotta stay close. That or the Doctor's just dumb. Okay, so last stop, Q Labs. We gotta go chase down the bomber.
finished!
And that's the end of King's Ransom. As you can see, next time we're apparently going to be chasing down our suspect in a boat. In any case, that's the end of the first video. We're gonna save, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.